Hello guys, before we get started here, I know that I've been doing something wrong lately, and that is because I had to use somebody's content because it's actually illegal to record on-ride POVs. So if you see any of those footages, then you probably are gonna be thinking, I got that video from somebody. But of course, I had to because it's really illegal too. So I don't have my own footage to record my own point of views. So for those of you who got mad at me, it's really my fault actually. I'm supposed to like cut the clips off the video, and I kind of put the YouTube name on the screen. So, um, just my apologies there. But as you can tell, this video is being used by Cow Nation. I think is his name. So I'll put the name on the screen here, um, if you want to know his name. But I'm using this clip because there's really nothing to use. So anyway, without any further ado, let's talk about what's going on with Six Flags Magic Mountain's Golden Bear Theater. Alright guys, we're opening via Google Earth to show you the land of the Golden Bear Theater. As right now, it's already been removed and there's just plot of dirt, and you can still see the staircase, you know, with the stadium or the stage, but the stage is gone, the building's gone. So you're gonna see the stairs on the back where those used to be the bleachers for the show. So that's completely still there, but the rest are already gone. So this kind of makes me think that how big this roller coaster will be. Why are they starting this year? And why are they not starting construction August of this year? And normally they would start, they would start technically, you know, um, August 2024, and it's going to be a 25 project. But since this is gonna be for 2025, I kind of feel like the rumor's true. So, I mean, if it's gonna be a big project, and they think that it's gonna be a long project, and they're gonna have to start early. Um, I don't see it for 2024, because if it was for this year, they would have announced the ride last August, which was last year, so August 2023. They would have like announced something, but they did not announce anything for this year. So at least you know for next year. I mean, that's not gonna be until August. So I'm assuming why they're starting so early, why they removed the theater early and they started construction already, is because maybe this Giga coaster is coming to fruition, because this Giga coaster usually takes a really long time to construct, and I don't see them go with a dive coaster or a tilt coaster. Well, definitely not the dive coaster, because we got Emperor at SeaWorld San Diego already, which they market as the tallest dive coaster. And then for Knott's Berry Farm Hang Time, they said that is the first dive coaster in Southern California. So it wouldn't really make sense if they're gonna say, California's first dive coaster, because that would probably not make sense anymore. So a dive coaster is doubtful for this park. What about an Intamin launch coaster? Well, technically they're already starting Fast and Furious at Universal Studios Hollywood, and it's already 2024, and they say it's for 2025. But that coaster is really not that big. They didn't say it's a big roller coaster. So people say that the one going to Magic Mountain is big, so I'm assuming it could be some kind of intimate Giga coaster, or perhaps a B&M Giga coaster. So they said there are markers like towards Full Throttle. It's going up in the other hill. So I'm assuming they said it's on the other side of the hill where the markers end. I'm assuming that the Giga coaster lift hill will be going over Full Throttle and Gold Rusher. Then it's going to be going over Tatsu's Horseshoe Element. And then the first drop will be going, in between Ninja, or excuse me, in between Tatsu and Jetstream. So then it's going to go underground that pathway. And I believe the second hill will be going over Roaring Rapids, I believe. So we'll talk about the markers where they're at. So the markers are usually right here where the Golden Bear Theater uh, was. So you will see then there's dirt over there, and then there are markers there. I'm assuming that probably may be for the station for the coaster, and I'm assuming this is gonna be a Giga coaster, some kind of terrain coaster, but it's gonna be a Giga coaster. So there's gonna be like tons of like ejector air time, maybe mixed ejector and floater air on this coaster. So it's a really huge roller coaster, but I don't think it's gonna be a power splash just because it doesn't seem like there is too much room in this area. I mean, you have Gold Rusher in the way, and then you got Full Throttle there. So if it was gonna be a power splash, um, technically there wouldn't be any room. Plus, it doesn't really match with the markers, so it doesn't seem like it's gonna be a power splash because they don't really got any space for that. Plus, but if it was a power splash, then they would bring another water ride at Magic Mountain. But since it's gonna be, power splash are really not that big, I kind of think it's going to be a Giga coaster, is what I'm thinking. Because Giga coasters are big, so that's probably what I'm thinking that's going here. Anyway, yeah. With that, with Six Flags Magic Mountain possibly getting a Giga for next year, I really don't think it's gonna be any other roller coasters. I don't think it's gonna be an Axis. I don't think it's gonna be a Vekoma Super Boomerang or anything. If it was a Super Boomerang, why would they be starting now? I mean, Great Adventures already starting their construction, but that's for this year though. That Super Boomerang is, the Flash Vertical Velocity. This is gonna be a 2024 edition, is what they say. So for Great Adventure, that's gonna be this year for sure. That Flash Vertical Velocity is probably gonna be open sometime late summer of 2024, and they're already showing off some track pieces on site. So, but for Magic Mountain, there's no track pieces on site, so I'm assuming this Giga Coaster will be coming for Magic Mountain in 2025. I mean, there's no way it's gonna be a wooden coaster that big. Normally, they don't get a wooden coaster that huge. So, I mean, Voyage is a big wooden coaster, but I don't think it's gonna be like a Gravity Group Woody, because normally they go like family scale if it's a Gravity Group, and then for an Axis they're usually small. So, and they say that it's gonna be a big project. So according to what people say, it's a big project. So what I'm assuming is if it's a big project, then a Giga Coaster must be a big project. And so with the markers laid out, I just really think that a Giga is coming, because there's no way that they're going to start on a roller coaster with construction if it's going to be for 2025 this early. They're normally supposed to start, around August or close to, around next year. But it seems like they're doing it way too early, so probably this Giga coaster will take quite a while to build. We just don't know what manufacturer will build the Giga, but it sure seems like it's gonna be a Giga coaster if it's gonna be huge. And for 2025, this is way too early actually to start a roller coaster for 2025. But if it's gonna be big, this should be the right timing. If they want to get it open summer of 2025, I think this would be a perfect time to have it opened for next year, because there's still a lot to do for a Giga coaster. So especially if a Giga coaster is like this big, or actually a little bit smaller than this one, but still big, it should take them quite a while for them to construct. But I'm using this video from Kings Island official YouTube channel. So um, as you can see here, this is not my POV because it's actually illegal to do it on your own. But anyway, about the Giga Coaster, I mean, let me guys think what you guys think about this Giga coming to Magic Mountain, because this seems like a Giga Coaster is really coming, because this took a long time to build. So like Orion or Fury, it took quite a while for these parks to get a Giga. So I mean, they got this one for 2019 or 2021. It took them quite a while to construct this coaster. It's not fast. It took a long time for them to build. Anyway, it's a really exciting news that Magic Mountain may be getting a Giga, so We just don't know specifically what manufacturer will build it, whether it's Bulgar Mabillard, Intamin, or Rocky Mountain Construction with their T-Rex model. But I feel like most likely B&M will be the one building the coaster. Anyway, um, yeah, and then they also teased the Giga before, so that kind of makes me think that it's really gonna come to fruition this time. So anyway, exciting news. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out.